Hello, everybody. This is Kelby Ord. Welcome back to, Shadows over Loathing. I didn't mean to go back inside that. So I had to, like, do that. Or go to the Snackle Mills factory, or go to Dirch's house. I still have to keep using my dubious grenades. Let's go to the boardwalk, because we haven't been there yet. Obi stops at the entrance to an alley and looks around. Hold up a second, I'm hearing a familiar melody. I don't hear anything. I mean in a metaphorical sort of way, something I'm right on the edge of remembering. He taps one foot in thought for a moment, then his eyes brighten and he snaps his fingers. Climbing up onto some trash bins, he pulls down a box that was wedged behind some drain pipes. Ha! What a thing to forget. Come to Papa, baby. What's that? He opens the box, revealing some smaller boxes and some tin cans. Genuine Cola Wars rations, pork and beans, hardtack bread, a whole can of cola syrup, and carbonation tablets. You were in the war? Nope. I can carry a tune, but my feet are flat. Plus I got conscientious objector status on account of being a pepper. The stuff is army surplus I stashed away against leaner times. You aren't planning on eating that, are you? Even in cans, it's still 10 years old at least. The beans and bread? No. The syrup stuff, though, this stuff doesn't go bad. It goes good. Pulls out a church key and punches a hole in the can. Psst. Takes a swig. His eyes go wide. Woo! Now that is what I'm talking about. I'll take your word for it, Obi. Hi there, I'm Ernest. Well, hey there, pleased to meet you, Ernest. I'm Dusty. What's up, Dusty? Oh, nothing much, just hanging around. I was going to run a 3-card Monty down here on the boardwalk, but that didn't pan out. Why not? Well, there's a fella already running a game down the way, and I prefer not to step on his toes, just a matter of professional courtesy, you see? I see. But also because carnies get real scary about that kind of thing, and I ain't looking to be murdered anytime soon. Any way I can help? Well, that's real kind of you. I was thinking of looking for a different corner. You spare a nickel for a cup of joe to get my feet moving? Sure, here's 5 meat for you. Fortune teller tent. Tony Fiasco hat photographer. Grouchy man. The game guy. Fish! I got fish in a sack. Caught a Grebel. Crusty ring. What are you doing, man? Caught a saucy wibbler. A waltzing Matilda fish. I caught a delicious oyster. A splurgeon. When do I stop? A Wallison's grommet. I don't know how much more I could fish out here, but I'll keep fishing. Fish liver oil. Nasty goo. Looks like he caught everything that was here. Alright, well, I guess we'll just start down here and move up. What you got for sale, lady? Cotton candy potion. Flute music is the best medicine. I'm not a flautist, am I? I'll take it anyway, it's not bad. Let's uncrust the crusty ring, which is a saxophone key ring. Delicious sack, delicious oyster, fish, flute music. There we go. So we can get the thingy. Foot frame. Yeah, I don't have any shoes on. I really should put a shoe on, shouldn't I? But I don't know. Step right up, step right up. Test your strength and your agility and your intellect. Every winner gets a prize. You there, sir. Care to face the challenge of a lifetime? Only 10 meat. What's the challenge? I like to start newcomers off with something relatively easy. All you have to do is guess my age, throw a dart to pop a balloon, and drive a nail into this board with one swing of a hammer. At the same time? That's right. Care to try it? Okay. Aim the dart while winding up your arm for the hammer swing and squinting at the proprietor. Well, you look about 38, but pop, boom. Freaking cigarette smoke, so I'm going to say 34. Nicely done. Right on the money. Here's your prize. Some fancy new beach shoes. Crab clogs. Hey, welcome back. Care to test your skills on our second level challenge? What is it? Just take this mallet and hit this lever here hard enough to ring the bell while shooting a bullseye with an air rifle and solving this crossword puzzle. How hard's the puzzle? It's a Thursday puzzle, so it's tough, but not unmanageable. Okay, we gotta know. We gotta know. That's ridiculous. I don't want the crab clogs. I'd rather have the extra high heels. Or even the single shoe. Or just barefoot at the moment. Soothing flute. Once per fight, once per fight. So sacks of violence. Okay. I have 53 XP right now, so I think I'm gonna get Stony Heart. So I can get my physical armor and I get XP from gathering. Like more XP for gathering. So I'm gonna need to get these things soon, like Mysticality. Grouchy looking guy standing under the shade of this tiny building's eaves. He glares at you silently. I can't talk to him, unfortunately. Well, let's go to Tony Fiasco, hat photographer. As you enter the photographer, who is busily adjusting a complicated-looking camera on a tripod, gestures to a nearby wastebasket without looking around. If it's more bills, there's my inbox. Hello? Oh, you ain't the jumping Jehoshaphat. Baby, where have you been all my life? Excuse me. That face, that's exactly the face I've been looking for. It's perfect. Thanks, I've grown rather attached to it myself. Hey, you're funny too? Baby, I love you. You're incredible. Listen, do you know who I am? The sign on your roof said Tony Fiasco, hat photographer. That's right, baby. That's exactly right. And I'm going to be the biggest hat photographer in the city. No, the country. No, the world. There's something I need first. A face? A portfolio. And you know what I need before I got a portfolio? A face. Your face, baby. Well, don't say no. Don't you dare say no, baby. Listen, it's easy. All you gotta do is stroll in here wearing a hat. And all I gotta do is take a photograph of that hat. And then we're both gonna be rich. Rich? Rich. Me with my portfolio and you with the 30 meat I'm gonna pay you for every picture. Oh, well. Gotta be different hats, though. Gotta be a different hat each time. I can't pay you nothing for the same hat twice, got it? Well, how about this hat? What is that, an uncursed fedora? Perfect, I love it. Here's your meat, baby. Spend it in good health and come back here soon. I only have 2 hats. I can get a hat from this lady down here. I remember that. See, I got a hat there, so let's put that on. Get some meat from that. But I do want to put the uncursed fedora back on so I can get my buff to muscle. We're going to the fortune teller now. You enter the dimly lit tent to see a teenage girl dressed as an old woman sitting at a velvet draped table. She points to a sign on the wall that says, Tarot readings, 50 meat. I know it's tarot. I'm going to complain. 50 meat's a little steep, isn't it? I can buy 7 63/64 gallons of gas for that. She stares at you and points at the sign again. Fine. First card represents your past. She draws a card which she drops on the floor. She draws another card. The childlike cryptographer, very interesting. Huh? The childlike cryptographer? What does the childlike cryptographer mean? She smiles. This implies a lingering memory in your school days involving cows. Cows? Not ringing any bells. Second card represents here and now. She slowly draws a card. Oh my. It's the nosy actress. Okay, what does it mean? She flips through a little book. This one means that you're having your fortune told. That's incredible. How do the cards know that? Last card tells the future. She pauses a moment for effect, then draws a card. The nervous hierophant. Very interesting. Let's see, and what does it represent? She stifles a laugh. Your future holds new pants. I'll look forward to it. What's up, Obi? Man, Obi, I don't really want to talk about all that. We're going to go to the Snackle Mills plant. Walking past one of Ocean City's many disused public urinals, you notice that one has been filled up with ice cubes. As you investigate further, for some reason, you notice that one of them isn't an ice cube at all, but a frozen rock. Wipe the rock off, examine it, then pound it into flakes. Well, I got a case of Snackle cakes for Marvin. Vegetable oil, baking soda. It's a Similith, a spire of petrified flour. Let's get some. Let's see, I can swim through there. I can just go in the front door. It's rusted shut. Doesn't appear to be locked, but sure doesn't open. On closer inspection, seems to be rusted shut. It looks like the abandoned factory has been occupied by one of Ocean City's various gangs of street hoodlums. Namely the Doughboys. They're hanging in here with their leather jackets and white aprons, bragging about their sourdough starters and using rude words like focaccia and son of a brioche. Brioche. Or they were until you made that huge racket getting in here. Now they're staring knives at you and also pointing knives at you. They're bread knives, which are serrated, so you really don't want to get stabbed with one. Whoops. Take some stuff. Let's not do that. Let's look at the fancy foods. Iron pumpernickel would be great. Obi, we've got this, man. We've got this. We're gonna beat their ass. Holy fuck, there's a lot of them. They killed my turtle! Those fucking bastards. Yeah, I'm gonna do the Sax of Violence. We're gonna add sax to the soundtrack. Please don't kill me. Fuck! Bonk. Slice it with the reed of your elbow, please. I might die here, but that's okay. That's okay. At least Obi's dead, and it's just me. Bonk. Minus $3 stat. What the fuck is your problem, bro? Ain't no way I'm gonna live. There's no way I'm gonna live through this. What the fuck is this shit? Why am I living? Oh, well, I'm gonna, I guess, heal myself. Insanity. How much health you got? You got 3? I'll throw a rock at you. Yeah, that's right. Get fucked, idiot. Well, how much health do I have? I have 6 health. Do I chance the dubious Cola Wars grenade? I chance it. Gain an effect. Angry. Which increases my muscle. Yeah, I'm gonna eat that. Fuck it. Now we're gonna change my weapon to something that deals my muscle. Okay, muscle +1, so 6 damage versus 5 hot damage. Fuck it, we're gonna do that, man. I'm gonna beat your ass this time. Bye, turtle. Y'all think you ain't gonna win? Like, here, I'm gonna... Get some grossness on ya, homie. And get slurped. Oh, if they have nothing to do, they just leave? Obi, we just need you to live one more round, bro. I'm gonna flout. And then I'm gonna slurp him. Get him, Obi. Bye, Obi. You did great. Oh, I guess I could have thrown a rock. Get rocked, idiot. Freshly baked roll and a clammy dough club. My turf now. Why is there more? Well, I'll fight them too. Fuck them. Slice this man. No, my turd. Why you keep killing my turd? You know, Obi might actually live through this, which is crazy. You're dead. Ha, bye. Ha, bye. Ha, bye. Ha, bye. This is just because I have a lot of muscle right now. I do bring a lot of heat. Huge amount of loose sugar. Going to the boss's office. The leader of the Doughboys, identifiable by the fact that he has a greasier hat and more rivets on his jacket than the other Doughboys. If not by the fact that he's in the manager's office, doesn't notice when you enter. He appears to be focused on several large piles of wet bread dough lying on the ground around him. Weird. What the? Who the hell are you? Halva? Halva isn't really bread. Fine, get the halula out of here then. What's halula? Sort of Chilean flatbread. I feel like you're really scraping the bottom of the biscuit barrel with that one. Get out of here right now or I'm gonna beat the crepe out of you. Oh, that's much better. What are you doing with all these piles of dough? Not that it's any business of yours, but I'm perfecting my recipe for bread golems. Soon, I'm gonna be running this town. Oh yeah? You and what army? Me and an army of bread golems. Are you not listening? Probably shouldn't let you get away with it. You'll be lucky to get away with all your arms and legs. Rise, my minions, rise! He waves his arms wildly, and the bread dough around him congeals into two large bread golems. Not the turd. Why is everyone beat up turd? I feel like, yeah, we're gonna add the sacks of violence, and then I'm gonna beat the fuck out of Ross, Stoma, and Shibata. Alright, he does 5 damage, or 3 and 3. So hit a bread golem with the 3/3. So he's dead now. No! You're gonna get sliced because you're just gonna die from the bleeding. Yep. What do you do? Why is he easier than the other guys? I mean, I do have regen going on, so it's not like it's that much easier, but he's definitely easier. I got Shibata's pants. What appears to be a pair of white pants is actually a pair of brown pants that are completely covered in flour. And 3 mana-enriched flowers. Oh, yeah. 79 meat and a dough baby recipe. Okay, is that something I need to read? Yeah. 3 cups of mana-enriched flour mixed with something called sandwich cream and baked in an arcane oven. Look at my character sheet. I have 30 unspent XP, so I can buy good eyesight. Fuck it. I don't really care. Where's sand? I don't know what sandwich cream is. Because it's like, if I go here to make something else, I can do something fancy, but then I don't have my mana-enriched flour. Alright, well, we gotta go to Martin's. Or Marvin, or whatever. Stop dead in your tracks when you see those weird fishermen lurking in the mouth of an alley up ahead. They're peering around with their glistening, staring eyes. They're glurbing at each other quietly. Till one of them notices you, it and its two companions start stalking towards you, making wet growling sounds. Ah, jeez, what even are you guys? Glurp? Well, are you even invaders, or are you natives that were displaced by urban development, seeking to reclaim what's rightfully yours? The fisherman conferred briefly. Evil? Alright, thanks. As long as we're on the same page. I'll beat their ass. I don't give a fuck. They ain't gonna live. They aren't gonna live. Toot 'em. Toot 'em, Obi. Yeah, you go, Turt. It appears that one of my contacts is falling out. Or has fallen out, and I just don't know where it went. I'll pause for a minute. That wasn't the greatest experience of my life, but, you know, we're chilling. We're going to Marvin, bro. I had to get into those snackle cakes. I'm really jonesing for whatever it is they used for frosting. There you go. Thanks a million. Here, take some meat for the cakes, and I'll also give you some sitting tips. You're so good at sitting down that you make it look even easier than it normally does. Thanks, Marvin. I need one more Mysticality, one more Moxie, and I can fuck around. Ernst? Howard? Damn it. Wander around. Barely have time to react as the ground shakes and shudders violently without warning, then bursts in a rain of earth as several large, slimy tentacles force their way out of the ground, writhing and twisting and groping at their surroundings. Incidentally, the reaction you barely had time to make was, ah! You're dead. I might need to replace Obi. As much as I love Obi. Tentacle skin hat band. I can add a spooky armor to a hat. Follow a trail of disturbed earth and cracked pavement from the place where the tentacles popped out of the ground to the place where presumably they popped in. And by presumably, I mean obviously, because that place is a house with slimy, wriggling tentacles poking out of all its holes. Did you have to phrase it that way? Let's investigate. Wow, are you sure? Yeah. Okay, it's your super gross funeral. Gulp. Ew. This is the front door into that calamari factory riot. Seems like this house used to be quite nice. Tall ceilings, nice wallpaper, fancy molding everywhere. Now, however, the paper is peeling, the plaster's crumbling, and there's tentacles poking out everywhere. It's a real fixer-upper. Hello? Anyone call for a tentacle exterminator? I don't think anyone called for a tentacle exterminator, but if you want to do some pro bono extermination anyway, I also don't think anyone's going to stop you. Well, except maybe the tentacles. I have to flush the toilet, man. It's important. Sink has a cracked bowl and a grubby tap. Look at that. Somebody lost a ring in the drain. Unfortunately, your fingers are just long enough to grab it. I gotta fish the tub, man. I got a fishing rod. I'm fishing everything I can fish. Ew. Glob of wet hair. Ew. Almost all of your random encounters will be fights. I could do that if I want to grind up XP. Is this the outside? That is the outside. This must be a room. Oh, swell, a massive colony of roaches in the walls. This house is a real peach. Ah, yes. All the filth is on the inside. These tentacles must have been in a mood for a snack. Let's give them an attack. Tong! Ugh. He's dead. Bye. Tentacle skin hat paint. This refrigerator almost certainly contains horrors beyond your reckoning. Give them to me. Oh no, no horrors. Just some very old food. Nasty old leftovers. There's actually one drawer left intact. Do you want to try fishing here? Alright, we're gonna check the drawer. Jackpot! There's a junk drawer. Got the choicest bits. We got junk mail. We got match. And we're gonna fish the sink because why not? What I get? A handful of dirty water. Gross. Let's get another one. Let's fish again. Caught an apple core. Just an apple core again. You toss it in your fish sack. Looks like you caught everything here. Okay, so I have my fish. What is junk mail for? Oh, I don't have a letter opener, so I can't open the junk mail. Yes, that's right. I think I'm going to change Turt out. I can take the damage. Hope he can't. Ugh. Ugh. Go over there and slap me, you weirdo. That's gross. Yeah, I'm gonna swap the Turt out. I know Turt is fine. I know Turt's great. But I feel like Merlin's gonna be helpful now. Because he's just gonna heal 1 HP, Turt is. Whereas Merlin's gonna do muscle, mysticality, or moxie buffs. Locked door. Going up to the second floor. Yeah, room full of tentacles. Surprisingly clean wardrobe. Empty, but for a single hanger. A wire coat hanger. Ah, maybe someone will need it later. Hey, you bitch. Why you fighting me first? Get saxed up, idiot. Ba-da-da-doo. Renders this room very slightly less terrible. As is my sworn duty. You can't even begin to guess what kind of furniture this was. Sure I can. Get it, smarty pants. What do you think it was? How about a bassinet? Nope. A bunk bed? Nope. A work table? How about a sectional sofa? Guess again. Patio chair. A desk? Park bench. Was it a love seat? Was it a vanity? 4-poster bed. Crib? Bentwood rocker? Murphy bed. Was it a bed table? How about a trundle bed? A hassock. Glider rocker. A lentil. Gate leg table. An end table? Windsor chair. Wardrobe? Was it a pie safe? Fuck. A bureau? How about a lamp? Tea cart? A hammock? An armoire? Fuck. Grandfather clock? Bookshelf? Writing desk? Director's chair? Card table? Captain's chair? Hope chest? What is a chair? Kitchen island? Glider rocker? Display cabinet? Hope chest? A berger? Berger? I feel like I'm just gonna keep guessing for eternity if I keep doing this, so... Ah, well. I couldn't guess. Nightstand. So, it has a jewelry case. And a tentacle house key. What's in there? You dump out the jewelry box contents, which are so exciting that you forgot to keep the box itself. Got a amethyst choker. And an inside-out ring of weakness. That's actually insane, that is. The amethyst choker, is that replacing my... What is that replacing? My reporter's cufflinks. I don't need more muscle right now. Break it down. The door is barred from the other side. If the bar is anything like the rest of this house, though, it won't take much to break it. Okay, it was a little harder than expected. Hey, Buzz, to the fat bit. What do you got, man? Obi gives a low whistle and waggles his fingers. Woo! The old digits are getting a workout. Need a break? Heck no, my man. I'm just getting limbered up. Anyone fixing to cut rough with us is going to get a real earful. Okay. Bottom door is full of old horse track bedding forms, but the top one contains a wallet and a creepy locket, each with only a minimal amount of crud on them. Cool. This bed must have fallen victim to especially hungry bedbugs. Dear Lord. Yeah, meat. 88 meat. Damn. Ironically, this house's backyard looks really nice. Termites have conspired to make it look like this wardrobe has had one giant bite taken out of it, instead of thousands of tiny ones. Alright, everybody. Oh, that's all the time I have for this episode today. We'll explore the rest of the tentacle house in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye!